Once upon a time, in a picturesque little village nestled in the heart of the countryside, there lived a remarkable woman named Eleanor. She was known far and wide for her strength, resilience, and unwavering spirit. Eleanor was also known for something else. She was blind. Despite the darkness that shrouded her world, she had never let it dim the light in her heart. Eleanor had inherited a beautiful, centuries-old house from her parents. It was a grand, sprawling estate, with lush gardens and a history that was as rich as it was mysterious. The house was always filled with laughter and the aroma of freshly baked bread, thanks to Eleanor's indomitable spirit and the diligent care of her loyal maid, Sarah. Sarah had been by Eleanor's side since she was a young girl, and the bond between them was stronger than that of employer and employee. To Eleanor, Sarah was not just a maid but a dear friend, confidant, and sometimes even a sister. Sarah had taken on the role of guiding Eleanor through her daily life, helping her navigate the world she could not see. Every morning, Sarah would gently wake Eleanor, describing the sunrise that painted the sky in hues of pink and gold. She would guide Eleanor through the house, ensuring she knew where every piece of furniture was located. Sarah would describe the colors and textures of Eleanor's clothing, allowing her to select her attire for the day. With patience and care, she would assist Eleanor in preparing breakfast, always setting the table exactly how Eleanor liked it. Eleanor, in turn, had a remarkable ability to see through her other senses. She could feel the warmth of the sun on her face, hear the rustling leaves in the garden, and even distinguish the subtle changes in the air as the seasons shifted. Her fingers danced across the pages of Braille books, and she could recite poetry that stirred the soul. Their lives were simple, yet harmonious. Eleanor's house had become a heaven not just for her but for everyone in the village. It was a place where people found solace, where their burdens seemed lighter, and where laughter and love filled the air. One crisp autumn day, as Sarah and Eleanor were sipping tea in the garden, a stranger came to their door. His name was William, a young man from the city who was on a quest to find his purpose in life. He had heard of Eleanor's house and its unique charm from the villagers and had come seeking refuge. Eleanor, ever the welcoming hostess, invited William in. She felt his presence and the aura of uncertainty surrounding him. Over a cup of tea, Eleanor and Sarah learned about his dreams, his aspirations, and his struggles. They offered him a place to stay and work in exchange for room and board. As the days turned into weeks, William became an integral part of their household. He helped Sarah with chores around the house and garden, and he even learned to read Braille from Eleanor. He shared his own talents too, playing the violin in the evenings, filling the house with melodies that resonated deep within their souls. But what drew William to Eleanor's house wasn't just the shelter and companionship. It was the profound sense of belonging. He saw how Eleanor had turned her blindness into a source of strength and inspiration, how she had built a heaven for herself and others, and he began to find his own purpose. Months passed, and the bond between the three of them grew stronger. Sarah and William became like family to Eleanor, and Eleanor had not just a house but a home filled with love and laughter. She had transcended the limitations of her physical blindness, seeing the world through the eyes of her heart. One spring morning, as Eleanor sat in her garden, surrounded by the scent of blooming flowers, she turned to William and Sarah with a smile on her face. "I may be blind in the traditional sense," she said softly, "but I've never seen the world more clearly than I do now, with the love and friendship you both have brought into my life." And so, in the quaint village where a blind woman owned a house, and a maid and a stranger became her family, the power of love and human connection illuminated their lives, proving that sometimes the most beautiful visions are the ones that reside in the heart.